So here I am at Aldi, and here's my list of my top 4 things to get on sale for motorcycles. Coming in at number 5 is my DeLonghi coffee machine. So quite popular lately with all things that you find are cheap. Italian name, Italian looks, but made in China. But for $149, and I don't believe there's an Australian equivalent, this will do. So hang on, not motorcycle. Bear with me on this one. So I included the coffee machine, but of course I thought anyone that has a motorcycle and works on a motorcycle in the garage needs a coffee for when they're... for times when you just want to sit back and admire your motorcycle. You also need a coffee for when you're planning out maintenance on your motorcycle. And also for those times when you're looking at your motorbike, figuring out how much it's going to cost you and wondering if selling your kidney on the black market would pay for a quarter of the repair bill. So coming in at number 4 are these Aldi socks. Now they're sold as motorcycle socks. I find them very comfortable. The only thing, if I'm not wearing Explorers, I'm wearing these, and generally if I'm riding I'll be wearing these. They'll get priority. They're long enough to stop the boot from rubbing against your leg. They're fairly cheap. I think they're about $7 to $8 for the pair. Wear and tear, the early ones even used to have right and left, for those that weren't sure which side to put their foot in. Over time, they will wear out just like any other sock, and you'll see these ones are worn through. These are the first lot I bought about 4 years ago. These were bought last year, and they're still quite thick and quite comfortable. And I try to get 1 or 2 sets every year when Aldi has these sales. They're good value and they're really comfortable when you're riding. They do keep your feet warm and represent fairly good value. So number 3 is my Cocoon headset, and it was between $50 and $60. Really cheap. It does the job nicely. It will pair up well with your phone. You can play music through it. You're able to control your volume, take phone calls. It lasted me the whole trip down to Melbourne, so you generally get about 8 hours if you're playing music through it. I'm sure it's a lot longer on standby, but I had music going the whole way down on my trip. I have done a video earlier about this unit, check the link here. I've had this for 4 years now. It still works quite well. The headphones aren't, when you're on the motorway, aren't loud enough to hear it properly, but just around the city is fine. The other issue I had was this, the charging port, and it is it's not your standard size. It's quite small. Now, when I misplaced my charger, I've had a cow of a time finding it. I'm pretty sure they sell this type of plug for this type of plug with a USB attached to it, so you can recharge this unit. Go to any electronics store, they should be able to help you out there. But for $60, and you need to be contacted or you want to listen to music, not a bad starting point. And also, if you're like me and find out you'd rather not have people calling you when you ride, it's only $60. So number 2 on the list for things you can buy from Aldi are these Torque jeans. Now, there's nothing overly fancy about them. If you turn them inside out, you'll also see they've got a protective liner along most of it. I can't find anything to say if it's what type of liner it is. Now these are CE rated, E/K type A with number 1 there. I don't know if you can see that. So these are rated to give you protection. So I took the knee guards out of the set I'm wearing now. As I wear these jeans, these are my go-to jeans for just pottering around the house. I like having them on, so if I decide to go for a ride, I don't have to go get changed into my jeans and off I go. Not really a going out jean, not really overly dressy, just enough to get you through riding to social events, I suppose. I'm not sure what this lining is. I can't remember if it was what fibres they used, but it does look like it gives you some sort of protection, and it's on key parts like your knees and the backside where they're assuming that if you come off, that's where you're going to be scraping. The material's a lot thicker than your standard jeans at home, like your standard Levi's or that. It's quite strong, and it's proved to be quite durable. The jeans I'm wearing now I've had for the last 4 years, and they're still going strong. At $70 from Aldi when they have their motorcycle sale, quite good value. I've only worn these ones twice because these ones are holding up just fine. But every year I'll be planning on getting another set. Which brings me to my number one Aldi motorcycle item you can purchase, and it'd be this Torque aluminium bike ramp. It is extremely light, it's got excellent grip, it's not slippery at all, easy to set up. I've used this thing regularly for the last 4 years. It has never let me down. The welds don't look too bad. They're not perfect, but they do the job. It's rated to 270 kilos, so getting a bike up, it's no problem. What I would recommend is if you could buy 2 of these, even better. One for your bike and one for yourself. And that's a mistake I made. I only bought the one, so I have to use like something to step up onto the Hilux. So there you have it. There's my top 4 motorcycle recommendations for when Aldi has a motorcycle sale. These are the top 4 items I would go for, plus the coffee machine for those coffee freaks out there. Anyway, on that note, if you found this video interesting, helpful, or entertaining anyway, please give it a like, share, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next vid.